Now let me come to the security crisis. Apart from its serious political and economic challenges, Pakistan is faced with a grim security situation due to a renewed wave of terrorist violence with the Tehreek-e-Taliban militants who have sanctuaries in Afghanistan, striking across erstwhile Fata, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab, Balochistan, and even Islamabad. Additionally, clashes with the Taliban on the Durand Line underline the growing security problems. Quite possibly, the western borderlands of Pakistan are now disturbed to such an extent that fixing them would be very challenging. None of the options are easy. A peace deal with the TTP will only embolden the outfit and allow it to consolidate its position. Entering Afghanistan to target TTP camps is bound to attract the Taliban response and possibly lead to a war of attrition and increased terrorist activities. Launching operations against the TTP inside Pakistan would be very difficult if sanctions continue to exist in Afghanistan and in the absence of American drone strikes that were previously employed to kill almost the entire top leadership of the group. There is also resistance from the local population who are reluctant to vacate the area again. Backtracking a bit, in August 21, you would recall that there was much euphoria and backslapping in Pakistan over the Taliban victory in Afghanistan. It was seen as a crowning glory of Pakistan's 2-decade-long covert support to the Taliban, despite being part of the US war on terror. The then Prime Minister Imran Khan claimed that the Afghans had broken the shackles of slavery, whatever that was supposed to mean. The reasons for the euphoria were obvious. For 2 decades, conventional wisdom in Pakistan held that an Afghanistan ruled by the Taliban would bolster Pakistan's security for at least 3 reasons. Such a government would ensure that India did not get any space in Afghanistan. The Taliban would recognize the controversial Durand Line as an international border between Afghanistan and Pakistan, and the Taliban would defang the TTP. A year and a half after the Taliban captured Kabul, the euphoria has vanished, the mood is grim, and Pakistan's policy is in tatters. None of its 3 objectives have been met, while its security has been severely compromised. India is back in Kabul at the request of the Taliban, who are keen that India restart infrastructure projects, and no less than Mullah Yaqub, the defense minister and son of Mullah Omar, has offered to send Afghan military officers to train in India. The Taliban have not recognized the Durand Line, and they are unlikely to do so. Worse, they have removed parts of the fence in some areas, terming the Durand Line issue as unresolved. Finally, the Taliban have declined to act against the TTP and instead have only facilitated talks between the outfit and Pakistan. The talks and the ceasefire have broken down, and the TTP has carried out attacks in several parts of Pakistan, including Islamabad. A new and potentially dangerous development is the assertion of the Taliban government that the US drones entered Afghanistan through Pakistan airspace and that Pakistan was receiving millions of dollars in return. Now, links of the TTP and the Afghan Taliban are deep because after the US intervention in Afghanistan in 2001, it were the tribal elements of the erstwhile Fata that had sheltered them. Today, those elements are grouped as the TTP. Under Pashtunwali, the unwritten code of the Pashtuns, the Afghan Taliban have an obligation to provide the TTP shelter in Afghanistan to return the favor. The long-term TTP goal is to establish an Islamic regime in Pakistan based on Sharia, as defined by them. However, of late, they have articulated a more nationalist line. Nurwali Masood, the TTP Amir, said in an interview that his group aimed to make the tribal districts of Pakistan independent. As such, the TTP was trying to project itself as a Pashtun nationalist group.